behind. Check the radio, pit crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 In love with the ride. Burning rubber smells real nice. Fuel it up once or twice. Come on, fast is the way to drive. Crowds all on their feet, not one bothered by the heat. Imagine them in the driver's seat. Checkered flag would be sweet. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Everybody get ready. On your feet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Crank it up. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Crank it up.
All right, you rowdy race fans, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you back here to PTM Racing TV, where we're live here tonight with the Green Mountain Girls Fast and Fun Truck Series. They are now rolling onto the stage here on the front straightaway, looking to cap off what has been an illustrious and tough season for many. It has been a wild, wild year of racing and a lot of battles and had from these guys, but now it all culminates and comes to a conclusion here at Sin City's Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Hi again, everyone. I am the Crusader Christian Shriver on the line. We are ready to go out of here tonight at Vegas. And right now, looking at the field, your reigning and defending champion James Marauder Harris will have to go in the back a little bit because Brian Aronzo is now going to pretty much secure this title with this win here tonight. He's already secured the championship from the wins in the previous races, so he wins it and he started on the pole for this one. So Eli the Wild Childs will follow him on the outside, though, trying to knock down the Craig Zany Fam Janzik in the number 2. While number 39, John the Dime, will be in the 4th spot. Gar Snyder in the 88 will be the outside of him, being in the Josh Caudill in the 23. Row number 4, it's the Marauder, as I mentioned, in the 4, James Harris, and then Sheldon Pearson in the 8. Row number 5, James Givens in the 20, it is outside. Steve Glegg in the 22. Row number 6, it's going to be George Young in the 48, it is outside. That Mullen man, Robert Lawrence, in the number, got up, I'm drawing a blank, 34 down there. Field rowing back in, then of course you got the Rusta Fulbor Kilgore in the 28, Robert Wynn the 16, and then the rest of the field kind of stacked in line. Here we go, green flag out, we're up and racing. Robert Wynn the 16, then the 82 of Brock Whitehead. You got the 52 of Triple Trey came to play Whitehead, and then Richard Fortshell the 90, the 29 of the Man Beast Willie Man Jr., 53 of Christian Wilcox, the 91 of Kevin Fisher, Robert Zachary Derrick in the 10, and then the 84 of Michael Potter rounding out your field as they are bringing them down across the front strut and the end of the back. We are going green 110 laps at Las Vegas. Broadcasting you live on the Facebook stream. However, we will have this race in its entirety on the YouTube end at the very end, so be aware of it. It'll be posted up right after this race is concluded. And I was mentioned earlier about Lorenzo pretty much taking the championship, but I did say Childs, Janzig, and Harris kind of trying to stay ahead of one another. Well, they have a little friendly rivalry going on with those racing down there. They're not after the points for the season championship. No, they're just after to beat each other down to a senseless bloody pulp out there and try to have a little fun. And right now it's going to be two of those guys going at it here as the Marauder tries to catch up a little bit. The number 4 Green Mountain Grill trying to catch there on the Avalanche 13 of Childs, and then the champion Power Equipment 2 of the Zanny fam. While right behind him here you see a little bit of a run coming from the franchise car company, number 22. That is Speedway. Down across the strip here on the back straightaway here. No, I'm not talking about the Vegas strip. I'll tell you, I might as well call it that. That back stretch, long, hard, and grueling, as this whole track is really it. Is going to play in just a bit of a higher situation, kind of running down track. Really makes for a good run and a good battle for some of these guys. It really makes for a tougher situation at times. Russ the full board, Kilgore, the genuine Miller draft, number 28, F-150 right up on the outside banks there. You see the 8 of Sheldon Pearson kind of keeping up with his momentum, kind of keeping through the field as we have some folks watching in with us right now. Back crowd on hand here to watch these guys go at it. See these field the drivers pull on one more battle, one more show on our Friday afternoon special. We have these guys on the Monday Night Crew and Series right after this season comes to a conclusion. So the Fast and Fun Rally Challenge will move over to this night and day, and it'll end up being where now we see the Truck Series. We're going to top it off here in the Monday Night Series, if you will. So might as well call it the Battle of Monday Night Raw and Monday Night WCW Nitro, if you will. The Zanny fan Greg Danzig now starting to get a little charge ahead as the Wild Child and the Marauder follow right behind them. Both drivers trying to get something going here as the 4 has a little bit of damage on that right side. Harris was also told right before going into this race he is going in for surgery after the conclusion of this race. Harris, we hope everything goes well and hope you will be feeling all right after this, because right now I got a feeling you're going to need a little bit more than just a few shots of gambling at the craps table and a little bit of beer and a little beer or two or a shot of whiskey from this place. When all said and done there, right now the 39 of John the Diamond keeping his distance, keeping his fresh, trying to social distance himself away from the entire field. But again, you can just see there was no social distancing around here. They will challenge you for all you got if you try to play that game. Gar Snyder right behind him, and currently the 22 of Steve Clegg rocking the outside line. All drivers in a heated battle in the pack. John Bounty, yeah, Brock Whitehead pretty much answered that. Bounty saying Sean stole his beer. Gretchen on Quick Space said looks like someone stole his beer because where he could after the thief was told how to get into the line for the team photo. Only find out the girl who took the beer was the photographer. Nope, I ain't similar to this photo. Oh, smiling for this. Oh my God. Oh boy. Thomas Whitehead saying, "Man, back in time. Job interview. Let's go racing." Thomas, great to have you on board, sir. He's out there rooting on 2 of his boys here. The first one being that Macro Tools 82 of Brock Whitehead. Brock trying to get a little run there on the 29 of the Man Beats William Mann Jr. And Jr. already up to his old trick. He's staying in the back, staying away from the field, trying to preserve the gas and fuel mileage. Not a bad idea, a little bad workaround, but again, we've seen it before where he just cannot get that strategy to work all the way to the end. He comes up so close yet so far, it just does not finish. Right, will this be his change here tonight? Will he be able to finally get that dialed in? What you see right now, the 4 Logan Flooring 52 a Triple Tray came to play. Whitehead kind of intervening on the track. He's buttoned up a number to the 8 of Sheldon Pearson, trying to make a move on him on the outside, looking in, trying to get something piled down. On board now with our good friend, the Mullet Man and the Blaster Master. You better not change that scheme when we get him on Monday nights, by the way. I swear I will never forget the Blaster Master rod. This thing is just designed to be the Blaster Master. You can't tell me that it is not one of those iconic schemes out there that you just have to watch time and time again. It seriously is a really sweet looking ride. Coming across the field here at the planks now, starting to battle up to the front. Everyone's still tandem drafting pandemonium up to the front to the head. The season champ really blocking this one in after showing up tonight. Brian Alonzo, the 73, looking to keep up the distance, keep up the pace. At the 13 of Eli, the Wild Child, fights him off. Sean Bailey, at least the commentary is like, yeah, no, that's why I do this, man. Tell me who won so I can root for them. Sean, I don't even want to say, because I don't look at those things. On board here with the 28, Russ DeVolvo, Kilgore, one of the NPR boys in the mid-pack racing teams, looking to not be an NPR anymore. He wants to show he can run him up to the front and can still make a show in the back. He certainly is doing that and then some right now, charging quickly ahead while the Zandy fan Craig Janzik still has a little bit of company on his door handle there. The Champion Power Equipment Blaster machine having a tussle, little fight too, as the 73 of Brian Aronzo looks to try to corner him off here. Not a lot of openings to get away from, not a lot of positions to stay out of trouble and stay in the run for. You really just got to watch your corners and watch your distances when you're coming through these kind of runs, kind of through these kind of fields. Because again, we've seen it before here where you can get a little too overzealous, and the next thing you know, you drove it in way too hard, the tires are burnt up, and now you're trying to find a way to catch back in this. I've been told earlier, and I'm seeing it now, you get about 15, 20 good laps of a tire if you try to full throttle assault it around the track. But again, that also involves if you're in the draft, if you're trying to be on your own, and that's really how you keep the speeds up before they are completely torn up and you just can't get anything going after that. So they're just coming back from the race down in Daytona here in one of our official series we actually have on iRacing right now. I ran into C-Class Mixed Truck Series just actually about 10 minutes ago before we even tuned on to the show tonight. And I can give you guys a bright idea of just what it's like trying to be inside that truck and trying to hold your line down while being in a draft line. It is a lot more difficult and a lot harder than it looks. It may seem like they're just pushing under control, they're a little more relaxed, but let me tell you something. They are having to get off the throttle a little bit. They're having to back the corners up, and when they can, they're literally having to fight that steering wheel out, trying to fight everything in between. It almost feels like you're having to just continuously fight a motor shaft on a boat, trying to keep that thing in rhythm and trying to keep it on the right path. It's just not easy to do. Sean Bally saying, looking forward to being out there next season. Well, we definitely would love to see you come on out there, sir. And again, guys, just remember we are broadcasting live on Facebook, but if you want to see the full race and everything on another platform, don't worry, I got you covered. YouTube will have this race up and running at the very end. So when we get done with this, if you got some friends or family that have never seen us on PTM Racing TV and you want to see all the races that come on, I'm going to tell you right now, we will from now on have all races, not just these guys, not the Green Mountain Grills, not just the Riley Challenge, not just the Cup. We're going to have everybody we broadcast for. Whether it's big or small events or large events, everything goes to YouTube after the Facebook race stream is over with. You will always see that pop up here on our show, and it will now finally be done and concluded. And trust me, you won't miss it. We have a thumbnail for those things every time we have a show. So stay tuned for more action and stay tuned to see it. If you're not able to watch it live, do not worry. We got you covered down on the YouTube end. Speaking of got you covered right now, here is the man's maintenance number 29, William, the Man Beast Jr. And currently, Kyle holding his line down there in the 13th spot here, not trying to make anything too serious or too much of a run. More or less just kind of watching himself, watching his corners as Robert Wynn is trying to also do the same thing he's up to. The 4 of the Marauder, James Zara, has gone in down in the pit road here. I'm not really sure where that is all about, but the 4 are already having plenty of problems down there, and that's not what you usually would expect from him. Hold on, guys. I think we might have some technical difficulties here. Give me 1 minute here. Okay, I think we got it fixed up, didn't we? Alright. Sorry about that, folks. It sounded like we had some technical difficulties on our end. The stream was a little buggy there, so we had to clear that out. One thing we don't want to do is pop that screen up any more than we have to, but want to make sure at least the stream's looking clear and everything's working fine on our end. Up at the front right now, currently, the Mullen Man, Robert Lawrence, is your race leader. Janzik, Lorenzo, Childs, Kilgore, Fornshell, and Young all gone into pit roads. Looks like Harris actually was just a planned pit stop on his end. I'm kind of curious to know why they decided to go in as early as they did. But you got to also remember, too, that lap 45, that is when the stage is to come out, barring any incidents or incidences there. Back on board here with Garth Snyder for just a brief minute, as it looks like Sheldon Pearson has a little something to say at him here and looking to make the move on the corner end there, and now passing them by out of turn 1. The PTM Sons Enterprises, number 8, Sheldon Pearson, still searching for his first career win here on PTM Racing TV. He's come so far, yet so close. And he still just cannot catch a break no matter what he does on the track and no matter what he does with these folks. I'm honestly surprised he has yet to get a win in, considering his talents that he possesses and the runs he really has shown on the track. Time and time again, he's just a proven commodity and one of those guys you just have to watch out for. The fuel and tire strategy definitely plays in a big factor here. Everybody's still trying to hang on, trying to hold the line down. Caudill swinging his way in the inside line now. Garth Snyder. Snyder not able to hold him back, trying to hold him down. Steve Clegg, that's in the 52 right now. With Triple Trey, he came to play Whitehead there in that 52, and then the 22 Clegg right now trying to catch up there to the Mullet Man, Robert Lawrence. Lawrence slowing down tremendously here. Trey looks like he wants to try and take a spot off on the number 34. The Mullet Man is in trouble here, as you got a little kid, you got a kid just flying up on you. He's up 13 spots, by the way. You can't count out the guys in the back too. Right now, we actually have a little bit of a battle progressing through there as well. Kevin Kersher, the number 91, rocking a little autism awareness champion power equipment scheming out there. He is up 14. He started 20th. He's in the 6th place spot. Kersher has just been one of those guys that, really, in my opinion, time and time again, just seems to bolster the best of the drivers and really put on the best fights with any of these guys out here, and that's certainly seeing it right now. Thomas Whitehead earlier saying, Greg, watching this race and getting ready for Daytona weekend. Yeah, right now it's kind of what I'm up to. Get this race in tonight, and I'm actually going to probably go ahead and crack open a couple beers and get a few things of pork chops made up here. Iowa chops, I may add. You do not do anything less than an Iowa chop around here, folks. They're the biggest and the baddest, and they're the best, and I don't care what you tell me. Everywhere else, it is poo-poo. What the hell did I just say? I don't even know anymore. Here we go. Back to the action. Yield working their way around still. The Wild Child and Russ the Fullbore Kilgore moving ahead. Just a bit of Kevin Kersher in the 91 as we go on board with the Wild Child himself. Rocking the Avalanche Ford F-150 number 13. That Eli the Wild Child, or as I have nicknamed him now, the Wild Child, or the Potato Master around here, because he's not afraid to throw a couple potatoes around here at some folks. And no, I'm not talking about a WWE potato or two. I'm talking legitimate potatoes. Can't call him a tater tot, man, because this guy does not play that kind of stuff. He literally will have the whole potato in play. Gamma rolling in on Sheldon Pearson. He is the last of our drivers to go into pit road other than Kevin Kersher. Kersher now goes in, down, across on the outside. He will have the race lead for all of the time being. But it makes you wonder, too, is it going to be able to work that way the entire time here? Remember, the 91 Ford F-150 Champion Power Equipment Blaster Master Autism Awareness truck pretty much has been kind of lights out when he gets it dialed in and gets things figured in. Kersher leads it. Janzik, the only other guy right now currently in second place. Might be for long here. Lorenzo sneaking his way on the inside. 22-second gap between the drivers. I think for sure right now is looking to try and stretch out the entire length of the stage. Remember, they do have a half-time break there, and they'll give themselves a chance to fight it out amongst themselves. But at this moment here, I'm just seeing two drivers going back and forth with one another this entire season. That being that Sunday through Brian Ronzo, and then of course the Danny Van Craig Janzik and that Toyota Tundra. You can see that focus in his eyes. Janzik literally just dials that truck in time and time again for all good reasons. Well, Alonso is not far off from that either. He is pretty much holding himself down, holding himself in line. These guys just going to go back and forth with one another, not going to try to give an inch. Alonso banks it up on the outside line. Janzik trying to get something on him there as they work their way across the front straightaway. A lot of golden opportunities to hit fast and hit fast, but again, they just keep crossing over each other and just sending each other straight and around. Kevin Kersher now goes into pit road, so Kersher is now for sure going to get to be a bit in the back of the outhouse. He'll have to work his way back over to the White House. Janzik and Lorenzo still battling for the race lead. As we see here, a little bit of a side-by-side duel between Steve Clegg in the 22 and the 39 of Jonathan Diamond. And Diamond now trying to maybe get an opening or get a little bit of a shot here as Richard Fornshell gets a little bit of company here from Clegg. Steve Clegg, man, I'll tell you one thing, there's one cat out here that deserves a truck or a Cup Series win. It might just be him as well. Him and George Young and Sheldon Pearson, really the only drivers left that out of this bunch and out of this field that has yet to win on the circuit and yet to really get up a good shot or two. The only ones that have not done that and not have a good position in yet. Now they've come close. Don't get me wrong there. They've had some great races and great runs. But still without a win, that definitely hurts you a little bit. Thomas Whitehead saying, smoke some Blanca on the smoker. Good eating Southern Port folk food. Just give me a port. Nah, just give me my Iowa chops. That's all I asked for. Gilgore now trying to hold down that Kenny Wallace scheme there in number 28er. Still has a 13. I think that's the Kenny Wallace scheme, isn't it? It's kind of hard sometimes. Some of those designs out there look extremely similar to me. At least that's my eyes anyway. But I'm pretty sure that's the Wallace scheme, isn't it? Right, Richard? It's not the Kenny Wallace scheme. Why did I say Kenny Wallace? I don't know. Kenny, if you're ever listening in on these shows or anything like that, let us know, would you? Would appreciate a little love from you, buddy. Obviously, we didn't read Kenny Wallace. We're referring to his brother, the other Wallace brother, Rusty Wallace. So you got Rusty and Russ. Now, no wonder why I was getting so confused. I was like, Russ and Rusty. How do you get confused with that? You just gotta try to figure out how to make that name up. Like Russ Kilgore and then Rusty Kilgore. Like, it makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, I'll stop trying to connect two and two together while I get the green, while we see a little gas bunker garage popping up into the track here. The number 20 of Jacob Gibbons currently holding the Silverado Chevrolet into the fight zone with the 13 of Eli, the Wild Child. Wild Child, though, right now, pretty solid as can be, pretty much right in a good position to field his way in. Marauder James Harris as well, kind of far and back behind the waistline here. He is currently back in the field down the back straightaway, while the two heavy hitters still continue to go at it, Janzik and Lorenzo. Remember, Janzik does not need to win this race to get anything special. He just tried to outdo Harris and Eli. As for Lorenzo, he doesn't need to worry about anything other than to just finishing the race out. He has already took the season championship home. But one way or another, we do know Craig Janzik will be doing the race interviews here for us tonight, so we will have him go down there and talk with the boys right after this conclusion. Hopefully he can somewhat keep this tame and keep it unnecessarily long, but who knows? You never know anymore with that Danny fam. Brock Whitehead, yeah, really what a story career he had this season. The youngest of the Green Mountain Girls drivers to come out here and win in the Truck Series. Took that win back at Texas Motor Speedway, and really, in my opinion, was just an absolute beatdown of all things. The 82 that night, I mean, I'll tell you one thing. I've seen great performances before, but I can't remember the last time I saw someone at his age and someone who was driving as hard as he did just somehow find a way to take it to some of the toughest boys and some of the toughest drivers, even holding back to Zany Pham, the Marauder, the Wild Child, you know, Givens, Gar Snyder, Trey, his old brother Trey Whitehead, Triple Trey, and the Mullen Man, Blaster Masters, Robert Lawrence, you know, Kevin Kersher, the man. I've never seen just a performance that he presumed that he did that night. He somehow, some way, really came into his own on that track, came into his own on that race, and I think he is, as well as anything, he's very happy and proud of that. I think that's really all he wanted to know was he did what he needed to do and he did what he wanted to do. Starting to get closer to the end here. Lap 45 will be our stage break here as the field currently spread out a little bit other than the tandem drafting we had earlier on. These guys kind of separated out tremendously here. Oh, wait a minute. It looks like some trouble down there. Everyone's slowing down a little. Kevin Kersher crashes in. We got a caution. We've got a caution. Whoa, 91 of Kevin Kersher, man. You got a lot of damage there on that champion power equipment machine. I'm not sure where that had been brought up to or where that came from, but we'll take a look at the PTM Instant Replay, find out what happened here in this corner here. Looks like it might have been a little too close for his liking. You can see a battle right here behind the number 10. That is Zachary Derrick, if you will. Look at this. For sure goes for a 3 wide salute, and the 10 gets a little bump there, and oh, ouch. Yeah, even Brock Whitehead getting a little tag out of that one. He had nowhere to go. So Zachary Derrick just kind of getting in between there between them. Take a look at the final replay here. That's the onboard camera here of Zachary Derrick. Watch very carefully. See, he's got to run on the 82. Has to back off to get it to square up. There is a little flat spot there out of turn 4 you got to be careful of. Both drivers just kind of getting a little bit sideways and loose, and unfortunately for Kevin, wasn't exactly what he was hoping for, if you will. So field right now is stretching back up and back into the track here. Everyone trying to get cleaned up and away from Kevin Kersher. Pace car coming around the track here, still under caution here, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens from here on out and how well this plays out. But nevertheless, race fans, still got a whole lot of runs and a lot of racing left here. This is the season championship, the conclusion of their season. The Green Mountain Grills are not done here. They are ready to fire them up again and fire back down. Who will win it out tonight? Find out when we return. Well, race fans, tonight's race has been brought to you in part by our good friends over at Green Mountain Grills. You may have heard earlier on some of our boys down there talk about smoking up some food, smoking up some grill. And I'll tell you one thing, there is no better wood-fired pellet grill on the market to use than the Green Mountain Grill crew. So be sure to look them up on their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram handles. Head over to their website at greenmountaingrills.com and find out how you can get the best grill for the best price and on your day off with Green Mountain Grills. Field ready to stretch them back out and get settled back down in this one. So off the pit road strategy, Brian Aronzo once again just kind of saying see you later to the boys. I really cannot figure out for the life of me how Alonso can do as well as he does and as hard as he drives with what he's been doing as of late on the show and everything else. But it's just been pretty impressive here. Packed field on in here tonight. Over 30,000 people have crowded into Las Vegas Motor Speedway. They decided to take their time away from the Vegas Strip for once in their time being and just go ahead and have a little fun out here with the drivers and watch some heavy racing, some good fights out here. And I can guarantee you they were down for a show, and they're getting one here tonight. Driver stretching him out, getting ready to town him back down on the track here. You see the pace light still popping up on the pace car here. As our field stretches up into position, they're looking to get centered away and get ready for a little bit of action here going again. It's a solid lineup and a tough set of field of drivers. And right now, looks like we're going to get the pace lights car off, and that means we're going to send him out of the distance into the shallow realm for the next run out on the track. Give and go and take what you can get and fire away. We are ready, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go now. We are ready to center this one back off, settle the score, settle the war. This season has been full of just heavy hitting racings here tonight. Here we go now. Get that trucks back on the way. You see the caution lights flap off. We are going back racing, ladies and gentlemen. They'll line them up out of turn one now. Turn through we go. Side by side fights once more. The Wild Child and Janza going at it while Trey Whitehead and Kilgore look to be the centerpiece of their possibility of taking a little bit more than just what they want. Every driver for themselves here. Nobody gets any breaks here. It's either you do or you don't. Jacob Givens says Green Gas Monkey Garage number 20 onboard camera here right now. You see just how close everyone is in that pack and how they are wanting to fight it out. The Marauder James Harris with a charge up ahead. He moves it way ahead of the Wild Child. And the Marauder once again sticking to the old motto, the old attitude, take no prisoners. But the Avalanche 13 of Childs does not play fiddle. He does not play second hand to these guys. He wants a piece of them. Charging their way out of turn four. Now it is Triple Trey. Can't play Whitehead kind of intervening, saying, hey, wait a minute, boys. I hear you have a little triple action going on. Well, they don't call me Triple Trey for nothing. Let's go double deep, three deep. Well, it was until, unfortunately, Kilgore got a little bump and a tag there from Trey. I don't know if that was necessarily intentional or not, but I guarantee you Kilgore's probably going to remember that one. John By saying must go faster. Well, they have. And he's saying don't give, just go. Yeah, that's kind of the whole point, ain't it? On board with Zach Garsteyer, the No Fox Given, number 88 Chevrolet Silverado. Trying to put up a little bit of a fight to Jantic. Jantic, the champion power equipment. Ford Toyota Tundra. trying to show he can still do it with the best of them and still race everybody the way he knows how. Really, he has honestly been kind of the top guy. A lot of folks want to knock down every time they get on the track, but I think he might have to play second fiddle to the Lorenzo camp here, because Brian Lorenzo this season has just been pure unalteration dominance. And once again, the Oceanside cabinets is showing you why that is. Starting to charge up and get a little more runoff on the field. The Matt Spec then Andromeda number 90, Richard Fornshell with the onboard camera here. Trying to hulk up, trying to bolster up and get something going here. You know, I'm not trying to say like he's trying to hulk up like Hulk Hogan. No, that would be too obvious. No, he's trying to, no, he is really trying to, what are they going in that game? I've never played Mass Effect Andromeda. You guys help me out down there. Okay, well, okay, hold on a minute. Before anybody goes in the comment section and says the obvious one that we know of, which is the, you know, the Triple X scenes. I'm just saying, I'm trying to figure out like how they would work that game in and how they would play it on the show. I really don't know. Let's just go back to the racing. I don't want to get into trouble. Gilgore on the inside lines. The Marauder James Harris tries to sneak his way around. Harris looking for some openings, looking for some opportunities to attack here. Might as well get used to seeing that 4 in the GMG design up every time he comes out on the track. It's always a sweet, beautiful looking ride to say the least, and he has never had a problem with any of these guys or any of the drivers out there. He's always just pretty much put everything to good use and put it into position. Ryan Alonso and Craig Zainfim Jansen can go back at it here, but look right behind him. Gar Snyder, the Red Bull No Fox giving 88. All of a sudden, he's putting the Silverado Chevrolet to some good use. Put some respect on the Silverado, my boys. He's got a good draft line, got a good partner up to help out with. Janzik is right there in front, and you can see Snyder is not going to hold back. I think he wants to finally get a win in the Cook Series. He has won in the Riley Challenge. That was the very first time we ever see him win any race. He was back at Indianapolis Motor Speedway on the oval circuit in what could have been pretty much just a wild, wild finish. But maybe one of our best calls we've had in a while there, up until we had literally the 1/10 of a thousand finish. Not once, but twice. And trust me, my vocal cords still have not been replaced since I called that one. That one was literally just pure unalteration and insanity, to say the least. On board here with Kevin Kershaw here as the 91 now looks to rocket his way up ahead of the field, trying to get his lap back. He's a lap down at the moment and currently struggling to keep up with the time here. Some of the other guys in the back here we haven't spoken about earlier on. The 53 in the 1 machine. Oh, wait a minute. Is that Chick-fil-A on that one? Oh, I see Chick-fil-A on the back there. That's definitely Chick-fil-A, all right. Heck yeah. Oh, I love me some Chick-fil-A. At least Wilcox knows how to get me on these kind of tracks. But now that I've seen that thing, yeah, he's making me hungry. Oh, George, could you just get ahead of him? Maybe think about a Busch Natural Light down there. Well, here comes the F-150 48's George Young now onto the show. Coming right up onto the back end. Again, one of the drivers that has yet to win on our circuit and yet to win on the series. And really, in my opinion, definitely deserves a lot more credit than he has given time on the track. He's really put a lot more. He said earlier today he's going to put more practice session, more run in. He's going to make sure that he was really studying the fast guys and really studying what he's been doing so he can get better as they keep going through these seasons and go through these runs, because he said there's only one thing left to do on his hit list, and that's just win. That's really all he wants to do, is just get that first win in already. He wants that first one of his career. starting to lead the drivers back into the field here. Triple Trey Caden playing Whitehead to 52, and Richard Fornshell having a little tussle here. Fornshell getting just ahead of him a little bit. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Oh! James Mariah Harris upside down. Big wreck on the back straightaway. Look out! Look out! Oh my! Ouch! Ouch! And what was that other word? Oh yeah, ouch! The number 4 Green Mountain Grill of the Marauder just sent to the moon in the Shadow Realm. He goes. Well, now I know why he's going to need surgery. That thing literally took a beating there. What's this? He comes right out in turn 1 here. Here comes the 13. Just trips up slightly here. Just a little tap on the 4. He tries to save it, but he just descends straight out, and then bam! The Mullet Man just smashes the side in. He gives a flip. 1, 2, half a flip. Good driving awareness by Brock Whitehead, coming out clean in that. Had to go to the bottom, and then Harris actually kind of came up on him. Good stuff there from Brock, managing to avoid it, but yikes. That was a hard, hard lick there. And these guys right now, man, I guarantee you, we're not expecting that of all things, especially the caliber that the top guys bring. You can see right up there on the right side there. Look at this. Look at the smoke. Brock thinks he's going to go left, but he's like, wait a minute. He's going to crash, and I got to save it. To the right, to the right. Woo! Atta boy, Brock. Unfortunately for the Marauder, though, that is a tough, tough break there. And drivers right now are currently getting fielded back into position. Everyone trying to stretch this one out. Marauder is okay. He's giving the A-okay, but he's telling his spotter, he said, next time I get hit by Eli, I'll take no prisoners with him tonight. Uh-oh. Well, Eli has heard the call. He's like, I'll just go to the back. I'll throw some potatoes at him later. I'll just work that off. Ouch. Jeez. And Brock's currently on the chat right now. He actually is getting word to let his spotter know he was on the brakes and on the truck, wouldn't stop. Yeah, Brock, man, I was just trying to figure out if you're going to be able to stop with what was happening in front of you there, buddy. That was just getting insane, to say the least. One wrong move there, and I thought he was a goner, but hey, he got out of it. Nicely done, bud. Sean Bounty apparently saying, looking out. Oh, wait, I'm not driving. Ha, very funny, Sean. Well, again, guys, also just a heads up. I know I always say like and follow us up here on Facebook if you like what you see, but head over to YouTube as well and subscribe there if you do like what you see, because this race will be there in its entirety as well, following this race. Yeah, also really help bolster up our lineups and our rosters. We want to try to get this out to as many people as we can. We don't want to just do this on Facebook anymore. We want to make sure those races and the replays are there forever, and you can always tune in and find the right race and find the right time. There's no easier way to do it than to go, of course, on our YouTube end. So be sure to subscribe over there. Don't worry, I swear this time we are not downgrading the quality or anything like that up there. I know we had troubles with that 40p, 360p nonsense. Don't worry, it's full 720p like you see here on Facebook. I promise. See, if you don't believe me, go over there, and if you believe, and then if you agree with it, subscribe. Just do it over there. That's what are you doing? Just go over there. Also, hit up our Twitter and Instagram handles as well at LeaguePTM, as well as Instagram on PTM Racing TV. Post up some content as well as some news and outlets there. Like, of course, we had to talk about, unfortunately, Thursday night. We unfortunately had to cancel for our broadcast there for the Pedal to the Metal Racing League Super Late models. Unfortunately, they were not able to get the drivers and the admin crew into the track and get to the race, so they had to, unfortunately, mark that one back a week. So you will see that next week at Richmond, but unfortunately, we had to let everyone know down on Twitter that that race was canceled. So that's just kind of the news you're missing down there. Sean saying I'm not funny, but I try. Brock Whitehead saying, yeah, I thought he would stay high, so I went low, so I got on the brakes, tried to go back high, and it wouldn't go. I swear I just said that. I sounded like a rapper there just for a minute. Wow, what am I talking about? Back to the action. Here we go. We've got about a good chunk of 47 laps remaining in this one. And if I had to be a betting man, I would not have put Diamond up front out of the gate. But hey, the 23 Flavors 39, Dr. Pepper, Silverado Chevrolet. Wants to try to outsmart some of these guys tonight. Look at them blocking there, coming on the back straightaway. You see Lorenzo swerving left and right, trying to get around Diamond. That's a tactical maneuver. It's a bit of a crazy maneuver and a bit of a dangerous move, but at the same time, if you know how to play your cards and handle well, you don't have to go all offense sometimes. Sometimes a little defensive action can certainly make or break your race. Snyder on the inside line, Fortshell and Trey Whitehead back now in this half. They're coming up fast. As Jantic and Lorenzo now full throttle assault charge their way up to the front. Lorenzo back with the race lead. And look at this little 3 wide tussle. Diamond, Snyder, Fortshell in this one. Given's looking from behind. He's not be taken. He'd be given. And he's going to give these guys a little bit of a beatdown if he can catch up to him. Back on board, we have Brock Whitehead after performing a pretty smart evasive action maneuver there. Now having to try to work his way down the back straight away in with the pack here, trying to catch up to a few guys. Oh, look out down there. Diamond gets a big lick and a half there from Kilgore. Diamond able to save that one, though. He managed to get out of the run, get out of it quickly. Field slowing down. Yes, they are. We are under caution. Caution's out. Caution's out. John the Diamond getting a little tug and a little hit there from old Kilgore, and I don't think that was intentional, but if you do remember earlier, Kilgore did get a little bump there from one of our boys. May have been a little reminder you just can't drive him that hard. 3 wide slope, Kilgore ends up holding his line. Diamond goes straight to the bottom. Oh! And Wilcox gets a piece of him coming out. That's the danger you run in a 3 wide slit. You've got to watch those corners and watch those turns. And unfortunately, both drivers kind of getting in the mix of it, getting caught off guard. Here is the onboard real quick of John the Diamond as he came around that corner. Drivers are already trying to get double filed up. They want to get back to the action quickly here. Whoa! You can see how quick everything changes on a dime, how quickly it just gets on you here. That's just one of those things, man. You just have to watch yourselves and watch every time you hit around these tracks. And thankfully for everybody else, they were pretty much not incapacitated or in trouble there. And apparently Richard Fortshell down there is learning from the school of John Thacker, because he goes down turn 2 and decides to abolish the code. You know, I have wrote a code of conduct, but unfortunately Thacker decided to take my book, throw it out the window, and then burn it alive for all he cared. He didn't care out there. Big Bacon Gaming, hashtag Bacon Ray GL on the stream. Hey, Big Bacon Gaming, how you doing tonight, boys? Good to hear you tune on in with us here. We'd love to have you on the show when you pop in, boys. Big Bacon Gaming guys also share a little streamer love to our folks down there. They are one of the fun guys you gotta watch out for when they pop up on streams, when they pop up in the show. And also on the track, they're just as fast as they can run as they run with these guys. So let's get back to the action and find out more. So now we're down to about 40 laps here, and this one is kind of turning more and more into the Janzik-Lorenzo camp race, unless the guys can get a good draft package in and build up a lot of speed out of the start. Remember, they only get about 20 laps in before they really want to start thinking about that pit strategy and the fuel run. Unless your name is Man Beast or your name is George Young, then you're just looking to try and maybe stay up in the back end for now and just look for the run later. Janzik on the outside, he opens the door. Here comes 73. Lorenzo now crossover in between. How many times have we changed the race lead up here tonight? Have we already done like 7 or 8 of them? At this point, you might as well get the drinks out and start having a little fun with this one, guys. This one has just pretty much been who can hold on to the lead for longer than about 2 or 3 laps. Well, looks like we're going to have one new leader in this one. Here comes the Triple Tray camp for Logan Floorings 52. Triple Tray, he came double A Whitehead. That time around had the race lead by about 100 of a second. Whoa, Lorenzo get a little tag there from Janzik. Janzik once again giving a little bit of a bump. Janzik kind of in the middle of the pack here trying to stay out of trouble. Snyder sneaks his way in the inside. Here comes the 88 of Gar Snyder as we go 3 wide salute for the race lead. Look at this 3 wide corner. Beautiful pass by Snyder. Snyder amazing to make a run up on the inside pass in Whitehead. Oh, but they crashed right behind him. Big trouble. Oh, God, no. Oh, man. Thornshell getting caught in the mix. That Chantic as well. Looked like Lorenzo got a whole lot of blunt drum force in that one. He got smacked in the half and taken for a ride. Holy cow, these guys are just all over the place when it comes to these battles and comes to these runs. We're going to the chopper camp for this one. Take a look at this on the PTM Racing TV instant replay. Presented part by Green Mountain Grills here tonight. Here is what happened. They were coming off out of turn 3. Thornshell just drove it in a little too hard. Jansen gets a piece of him. And then the guys try to sway. You can actually see Childs just barely getting out of that mess. But that was pretty close, to say the least, there. Take a look at Thornshell here once more as we go to the cockpit view, and then we'll get one more look at it from another angle here. John saying abort, abort. Well, right now I was saying about attack, but no, I think it's abort, abort now for sure. Watch Thornshell, he got a good run up, but there comes that flat spot there out of turn 4. It just drove the slightest bit up into Jantic. Jantic and him just all over the place. They're trying to save it. I don't even think our camera was working right on that one. They just kept getting kind of caught up in this. You saw the Marauder, James Harris, too, kind of snuck his way in that one. He was caught up in the mix of it. So our field now stretching back out. Everybody getting back into the track, into the zone here. They're looking to pull this one back onto the field. And they are double filing up as we speak here. Now, things get a little interesting here because here's the deal. Janzik is out. Harris is out. Lorenzo is in the back of the pack, which means some of the guys you never see up front, well, guess what? They're going to fight it out up front. How about that? That's the crazy thing about motorsports, folks. Sometimes you're the horse, and then sometimes you're the other side of that thing. It doesn't matter how good or how best you are. Sometimes Lady Luck and Lady Chaos come together and they say, we're kind of bored. Let's mess with these guys a little bit. That happens all the time. Trust me. How do you think I keep getting crashed in on races sometimes? Sean Banks saying, "Oh, Peter Pan just got hooked." I don't even know. James Manor saying, "Have a great rest of your stream, bud." James, thanks for tuning on in, bud. Appreciate your time here, sir. Showing a little love there from the boys over at TYB TV, I believe. So if you guys haven't already, be sure to head over their show as well and have a little listen in. We've had Tyler Blankenship on our show before, and I've actually raced with him before on the track. So appreciate Mandra kind of coming on board from that crew and having a little talk with us. So here we are now. We're down just over 38 laps remaining, and yeah, you got a bunch of guys out here that we ever see up front. This is gonna be interesting. These are the guys that really we don't call mid-pack races. We call them literally the one and dones on a track. Sometimes they get that one golden opportunity, the golden ticket, to make a possible win, a bit of chance at it. And that's not anything saying bad at them, far from it. These guys are top tier level drivers. A lot of A class, B class, and a few C's in there. But the I ratings over 2,000s on them, over 3,000 on some of them. They have strong names to their ties, and they are one of, if not the toughest, to beat out on the official circuits. Now have to go at it here with literally themselves instead of the usual suspects up front. Anytime, James. Appreciate tuning in, buddy. Coming down on the front straightaway now, triple trade, the Fort Logan Flooring 52, Whitehead now looking to put the F-150 ahead. Here comes the outside now of the Silverado Chevrolet Snyder. Garth Snyder trying to give the Zero Fox given a little run. He's trying to tell Whitehead, I give Zero Fox around here what you want to do with me, boy. Well, apparently Whitehead said, that's all right, I'll just bash you in. You won't care much after that. Passing him in now. Steve Clegg now kind of intervening. Looking for his first career win on the Truck Series. He's got a little bit of a fight ahead of him. The main driver had to literally travel literally across half the country just to even get down here. He is holding his line down, holding a great run in here. And we were talking earlier about that pit strategy and the long-term strategy of the Man Beast William Mann Jr. Yeah, all bets are off now when he raises hill and praises Dale. He is currently looking to give a fight and put on a show As one of our drivers we weren't even talking about earlier, we only caught a glimpse of. Look up here now. It is Mr. Robert Zachary Derrick in that ultralight number 10 Silverado Chevrolet. He is currently now moving up into the top 5. Now moving into the 4th. He passes Clay again as the guys start to scramble behind him. 3 wide salute on the inside road. Wild Child Kilgore. Oh no 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 no! Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, I thought we were going to evade that one, and then Lady Luck and Lady Chaos once again rear their ugly heads. Because these guys literally not... Lady Chaos and Lady Luck just have something against the Green Mountain Grill guys tonight. What on earth? The 3 wide slits have been fascinating and fun to watch, but here's what happened to this one. We saw as it was going live, Kilgore just barely tapping the 13 of Wild Child in, and then next thing you know for Kilgore, watch out, Pearson getting in it, Givens gives him a tag, and Pearson had to literally swerve and evade to get out of that mess, but unfortunately the guys that got the worst end of it even includes Danny Fee and Craig Janzik. Good Lord, man. This is just getting wilder and wilder as we progress in. The field is going to be stretched in again and put up into the front. So now it's going to be a matter of who has the best position, who has the best timing on this next go. And look at us up front. Another suspect we see up front quite often, more than not. The mullet man, Robert Lawrence, in that 34. The Blaster Master is back in the fight. The 53, though, Chick-fil-A's number 1, 53 is Christian Wilcox. Maybe has a little something to say about that. Diamond Snyder and the Whiteheads. Look at this. Brother Triple Trey and Brother Brock will be in this. Can we give him that nickname, by the way, Brother Brock? I kind of like that now. I think we finally find a nickname for him. Brother Brock. Brother Brock? Brother Brock. I love it. I like it. I don't know. We'll let Brock decide down in the chat here. He's probably going to kill me for that one. Bounty saying, has it gotten wilder or has it just not gotten safer? Haha, very funny. I don't even know anymore. Sending him off into the distance, back to from the Shadow Realm onto the verges of the straightaway in Sin City. We have got 24 laps left to complete, boys. They will burrow their way across the back straightaway here. This field will have nothing left to lose and everything to gain. The aggression is going to come out here with these last 20 laps. And the thing is, right now you can see everybody in a hot sprint, a hot spur, just looking to make their way around. Up on the outside, up on the inside. Everybody looking for a little help, a little bit of a shot here, maybe a little bit of a chance to fight it up. Look at this up front now. Here we go. 3 wide salute for the race lead. Ed Snyder once again instigates that one. He is the instigator of the 3 wide tonight. And he is already just challenging everybody. And Brock White gets into 34. Robert Lawrence. Lawrence crashes. Look down, look down. Oh, no, not again. Oh, man, he's out. Oh, good Lord. And that just testament to how strong that stage equipment is down there. The man beats, you literally just saw him coming in through turn 1, just gets sent straight down and crashed in horribly there. Big wreck there to say the least. Unfortunately, drivers are okay, but good Lord, ouch. What a hard hit there. Let's take another look at it. That turn 4 right now is not the place to be if you're going to go 3 wide saloon. I'm just going to say that right now. Look at this. You can see Brother Brock, unfortunately, just tagging the 34. The 10 gets a piece of him, but he manages to avoid it and escape it, but not the same for everyone else. And oh, man, look at Lorenzo even got a piece of him coming up on the truck there. You saw that. You saw right there. See if we get a look at his angle there. See if we can see what he saw when he actually went up, when he was up in the crash zone here. Watch this, came right out of turn 4. And you can just see it's getting a little close, the little front end, and then Brother Brock Whitehead just gets a piece of the Mullen man. And then watch the man beast. Oh! That has got to be one of the scariest thoughts in your mind, just seeing a truck literally going, or car going right above you, knowing the only thing protecting you is a roll cage and a steel mesh around you. That is just, oh boy. Stomach's kind of turning from that one, boys. That was a hard wreck, and one of the scariest wrecks we've seen here in a long time on the show. But everybody is okay, and I don't know how on earth Man Beast was able to get that thing running as fast as he did, but he's giving me word right now. He says, because I raise hell and I praise Dale. That's how I do it, boy. Man Beast, you know as well as I do. I was literally having my stomach turn just watching you wreck in there. What are you going to say when Mama Beast is coming in the show, brother? Man, Brock saying, call me whatever. All right, fair enough. And James saying, hey, brother, I just talked to Tyler Blankenship. He said, thank you for a lot for the shout out. Hey, no problem, bud. Always shout out to our fellow streamers and our folks out there. We all got to support each other, so. Like I said, we support each other on Facebook, support each other on YouTube. So, again, if we see you got a page on YouTube or Facebook, we'll give you guys a shout out, give you a little love. Everybody that tunes in on these chats, we got to give them a little love and shout them out. And Bounty's saying, is that Mr. Whatever or just whatever? What are you talking about now, my friend? You're losing me here. That's Tyler tuned on. He's saying, thanks so much for the shout out. Hey, Tyler Blankenship, ladies and gentlemen, from TYTV here, joining us now into the show. Thanks for tuning on in, bud. Brock Whitehead saying, rest in peace, man's truck. Where? The Man Beast right now, I think he is alright, he's alive. How on earth that man's maintenance 29 is still running, I don't know, but thankfully iRacing was kind enough to give him an instant repair, so thankfully he's okay. Alright, here we go. 17 laps remain. And the field of usual suspects have kind of gone to Dodo Bird, and now it's the guys who, I don't call them NPR guys, but unless your name is George Young, John Thacker, or Caleb Forsythe, but or Russ Kilgore. But right now, the guys usually would see more in the upper half, about top 5-ish. Now we're looking for a race win here. And will they be given that golden opportunity to strike it while the iron is hot? That remains to be unknown and questioned. But the field now stretches their way across the front straightaway here with firing back up and round. Here we go, back to the green flag. Robert, Zachary, Derek, maybe the surprise, in my opinion, may just be the underdog story you may not have expected here. But you can't count out that 82 Macro Tools of Brock Whitehead kind of giving you a little show. Brother Brock looking to possibly put up a fight and put on a little run down here as they go to the inside. Here comes Triple Trey, though. Family member Trey now looking to make the move off of Snyder, the 88, try to hold him down, but he'll pass him in on the inside, outside line looking down. Snyder's got a run though, you can see him strutting it up. Here it goes on the end of turn 1. He's got Steve Clegg in the 22 helping him out, trying to push him a little bit. That draft line helps each other and gives him a bit of a fair shake at this. Moving him across the back straightaway now. Snyder with the run here, he's got the advantage. And Trey getting help once more from Clay. Clay starting to push the 52. And Snyder knows he's got to get back down the inside line as quick as he can. But that flat spot of Clegg just hit it right off again in turn 4. This time, though, he's able to keep it away from spinning out from him and keeping his tires underneath. 15 laps remain. And right now, the only guy I know of that actually represents and supports the Cone Lives Matter movement in the 82. Brock Whitehead looking to try and fight him out here with Clegg. Clegg, a proven veteran and commodity on the track, looking to show he can still hang with the boys and he can actually win it every now and then. Snyder still searching for his first career Truck Series victory. The 52 of Whitehead as well in that boat. Even Sheldon Pearson, you forgot all about him. He's sneaking his way back into the fight. But dastardly Brian Lorenzo in the Sunny 3, literally after the big wrecks and the big cars he suffered through, I think he's kind of had enough of waiting. He is now delivering the full throttle assault. No pain, no game, no giving up here now. It's either you win or you lose. There is nothing left you can do. Lorenzo pushing the 10 around a little bit. He bump drafts him on that front straightaway. He got him a little taggy there. 13 remain now. This one's getting interesting. Hey, look at the, oh, wait a minute, hold on, from the back, Mid-Crack Racing coming up to the front, George Young, the 48 Ford F-150, he has something coming. Where the heck did this guy come from? Still searching for that first career win. What a night it would be to do this, but right now he's going to try to avoid the wreck right in front of him. Big collision course, straight Whitehead crashing in, they're still crashing behind him. Robbery, Zachary Derrick crashing on the front straightaway. Big wreck and a big pile up, to say the least. And now this is turning almost into a green-white checkered situation. But what the heck on earth happened up front? That's what I want to know. Here we go. Let's take a look at it. Oh! Yeah, it looks like our Snyder this time ended up kind of getting tagged there from Whitehead. Whitehead, though. Oh! Both the Whiteheads ended up giving a little bump out of that one. What the heck? And George Young, you can see he was trying to avoid the carnage. Ended up getting caught in the mix of it, though. He had nothing he can do about that one, unfortunately. Let's take a look at this one here from the Whitehead camp. We're going to take a look as they were coming around that corner, coming around that turn. You can see from our aerial view here, this is our one of our camera systems really being put to good use. This is what happened. Watch very carefully. You can see how tight each driver is side by side fighting it out. That's the thing with Las Vegas. It can give you some good runs and good positions to do that, but you can see Snyder just went down slightly. Whitehead went up slightly, and then Whitehead was trying to save it, trying to bring it back up, ends up getting into the mix of things. And the field just kind of crashed in, and all of a sudden, unfortunately, everybody else kind of put into a bad spot, if you will. And now, in my opinion, this looks like maybe a possible resurgence and possibly a chance for Brock to get only his second career win on the show. And what a way to do it if he can do it here in the Truck Series. He's got one chance at this, though. The field is starting to stretch out. They're getting a little bit less and less. So you never know who's going to get the advantage here. But one thing is for sure, we're down to only 8 laps on the restart. So here we go. Rock Whitehead saying Netco got me in the 10. That's definitely unfortunate there. Bounty saying these guys are aware the object was the first to make it to the end of the race, right? Yeah, I think so. But at the same time, I think they're also trying to figure out how to keep the trucks in one piece. Eight to go. This is no longer just sit back and relax and try to fight it out. No. This is literally do or die time. This is just get on the throttle. Don't get off. Don't back out. Just straight send it. And I don't mean send it in a truck to the ramp above. I mean send it on the flat place, fast packed, hot heat desert skies of this Las Vegas Sin City track. Drivers prepare to do battle. They prepare to lock up and lock horns. They settle them down, get it under control, and let it fire away to the green flag. Brock will lead them off. Sheldon Pearson still searching for his first career win. May have a shot at this here. Robert Zachary Derrick already crashed though on the front straightaway. Trouble down there for the number 10. They will stay green. Nothing changing there by any means. They all want the same thing, obviously, and they want to just survive and conquer. Time is running out though. Sheldon Pearson on the outside line looking for the first win. Can he get the Peeman Sons Enterprise finally in there? But Givens is right there as well. Givens and him yet to win on the show, yet to get a victory. They've come so close yet so far. Even as mildly getting a long draft run and a draft race in between. James Marauder Harris all but down and out. Eli the Wild Child's down and out. Craig Zandy Fam Chantic down and out. The man-based Wayman Jr. down and out. Your top 10. Wilcox, Lorenzo, Diamond, Wynn, Trey Whitehead, Jacob Givens, Steve Clegg, Brock Whitehead, Garth Snyder, and the man in the lead, Sheldon Pearson, are the men that will come to Sin City and challenge all those who oppose. With this being the last bet run, is this finally time for one of the guys that have never won on the show finally get that monkey out their back and get the curse released from their contract. The 8 of Sheldon Pearson is looking pretty solid right now. He's holding his line down, holding a good job there on Snyder. But Snyder, you can see, he's trying to keep the draft in play, trying to keep himself close. So if he has to, he can full throttle send it off to catch him. Steve Clegg is not far out of that one either here. And Brock and Trey Whitehead, the brothers going to go at it once more. Well, Jacob Givens kind of looks from behind. Even Robert Wynn, the Metallica, we can't count him out. The old man can still get it done down there, boys. You can't drown out the old timers. Okay, the experienced timers. I forgot my grandpa's watching. He'll kill me by the time I'm off this show. Look on the inside line. Here comes Snyder up on the verb on the bottom line. Here he goes, looking for the opening. Pearson gonna give it to him with only 4 laps to go. Can he full send it off in the distance on the inside? They'll have to go 3 wide. There's Wilcox is in a slow heave. He lost some momentum. The troubles for the truck and the Chick-fil-A number 53 continue on. Snyder on the inside, looking for a run, trying to build up a little more speed. You can see Clegg now trying to help out the 8 of Sheldon Pearson. The P.M. Sons Enterprise will have a little help from the franchise car company 22 of Clegg. The field is in a dead heat, dead fight. 3 to go. No pain, no game, nothing left to lose, everything on the line. 4 drivers battling for the race lead, battling for the win. Givens and Brock Whitehead, unfortunately the damage threat taking their toll. Robert Wynn, the same for him, he can't get around both of them. Your top 4 could easily change the landscape and change the look for the new season for the Green Mountain Grills Fast and Fun Truck Series. Will we see another contender in the usual final 5, I always say, that are up in those top 5 spots? This race may just determine that. Sin City is in for a treat, and I don't mean a good trip to the old clubs or to the bars or the old casinos. I'm talking right here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and this battle of proportions between 4 of the toughest drivers that have come aboard in the Green Mountain Girls Fast and Fun Truck Series to then lead in to the white flag. This time by, we are going to the white. Trey looking for an opening on the outside. He'll get a little help there from Clegg, but they decide to send it back down. They don't think they have the run. Snyder has the run, though, coming off out of turn 2. Pearson has one last chance to try and sneak his way in. Snyder trying to block him on the bottom. Pearson looking for the run. Can he get him off out of the outside? That turn 4. He's slowing up a little bit, not getting the speed as he wants. Garth Snyder out of turn 4 at last will win in the Truck Series. He has now got 2 wins to his name and a victory finally in Green Mountain Girls Fast and Fun Truck Series. Wow! Woo-hoo, boy! Now that, my friends, is what you call a Hall of Fame worthy race and a battle of proportions from these guys to the very end of this one. How about that one? I think I know who I'm gonna be shooting a few crafts with here tonight, having a few drinks with in the casinos. Somebody get him down to the clubs. He's gonna be all night long of this one. Garth had got our win in the Fast and Fun Rally Challenge the very first time we ever watched those drivers go at it. And tonight, the last race of the season here for the Green Mountain Girls Fast and Fun Truck Series comes concluding with a win and a victory at the highest level, and really you can't deny the talent on display on that final run. There's a reason why these guys gave it their heart and gave it their soul, and why you gotta tune in every time to watch this. Here it is, the final results now popping up. Green Mountain Grills results in Snyder wins it. Second to Pearson, third to Whitehead, fourth to Clegg, fifth to Givens, and sixth to Brock Whitehead, seventh to Robert Wynn, eighth to Jonathan Diamond, ninth to Man Beast Wayman Jr., 10th going to Brian Lorenzo. Rounding out your top 10 in our field here tonight. We'll go ahead and show the rest of our results here from our other drivers here that have been in this position. And that is how we are going to conclude this season out. But there is one last bit of thing here for us to go ahead and show. And those at home that are going to tune out for now, appreciate you tuning on in. If you guys missed the race, though, do see the later half here and do tune in to our YouTube end. We will have this race in its entirety up literally in a matter of minutes. We just need to finish this one out. With that said, we have one thing left to do. Let's head down and talk to our drivers.
Right, everybody's second favorite pit reporter here, Zanican, is with the winners of the championship and the podium of the race here. We're going to start it off with the man of the hour and the man of the season, Brian Lorenzo. Congratulations, you just won your first Fast and Fun Truck Series championship.
Yeah, it is incredible. It is incredible where I came from. Like last season, I was a rookie that everybody made fun of. I was literally the youngest person in this league when I joined, and it is incredible to see the improvement from last season to this season. I am just astonished with myself, to be honest.
You have a lot to speak for. You tallied up quite the number of wins. If I took better notes, I certainly would tell you what that number is right now. But nonetheless, you came out of here a little battered this evening, but none of it really mattered too much based on the fact that a lot of the field was also battered as well. So your championship was safe. I know you must have had a couple of really troubled thoughts there, a couple of different points in this race.
Honestly, to be honest with that question, I was just having such a great battle with the 2-car that I honestly forgot that the championship was on the line. I was just trying to go for the race win all night. It sucks that I feel like the win was taken away from us because we got unlucky at the end there. But, again, a championship, what can I say? It's incredible, to be honest with you again.
And you have a lot to be proud of based on looking at what we saw last season. A couple of close podium finishes for you last season, but you definitely woke up here in this group this season, and you have a lot to be proud of. Congratulations on that. Who do you want to thank for coming out here and getting the chip here at Vegas?
First of all, I got to thank the league. They took me in, even though I had probably the most bummy iRacing setup, and I made a lot of mistakes in my rookie year. I had so much fun over these last 2 seasons. I've learned so much from James, Greg, everybody, and I've only gotten here because of them, to be honest with you. Next thing is definitely Green Mountain Grills. They sponsor the league, and it's great to have them every race. Best grills in America. Get yourself one today. And Oceanside, they've been with me all season. He told me to burn it down big time and make a big interview. I don't know what that means if I won the championship, but he's definitely going to be very excited with the news I come and bring to him tonight.
I think anyone that supports you would be super proud to have you on their side. So congratulations again, Brian, and really great effort out here. We're going to move forward on here to tonight's winner. The 88 driver, Garth Snyder. Garth, what an incredible drive. We were watching you from afar in the race here, and we saw you make some of the most candid moves that we've really seen out of you specifically, and out of a lot of drivers drivers in this league. What do you have to say, man? I'm sure it's a lot. What a great drive.
Oh, man, I'm going to be honest. I'm not sure where some of that came from. When you don't have to worry about a championship, you can just go out there and send it, I guess. And it just stuck wherever I put it. And we were saving tires at the same time somehow. Had some great battles with Trey all night. And one there at the end with Sheldon. And just had fun the whole time.
And that's the mantra, right? You come out and you have fun, and everything else is definitely second. But what's first tonight is you, man, and that's got to feel really good. Who do you want to thank for your astonishing effort out here tonight?
Oh, gosh. First and foremost, got to thank Green Mountain Grills and Blackstone, Kevin Kirkachar, and all those guys for putting this on for us. And letting us go out here and put on a show for everybody that watches. Of course, PTM for broadcasting us, everybody that watches us out there, and my friends and family for supporting me and watching us.
That is another thing that matters a lot, friends and family, and you certainly have a lot to go celebrate with them. So congratulations again, Garth, and we'll look forward to seeing you next season.
Thank you so much. I can't wait.
We'll move on here to second place finisher tonight, Sheldon Pearson. Sheldon, you almost had that high line working there right at the end. You almost really gave Garth the beans there, but second place, definitely nothing to turn your nose at here, man.
No, it was kind of 20 laps ago, I didn't think I even had a chance to be up front. I couldn't figure out how to save tires and make speed at the same time, so that was just pure luck on this one.
Hey, there's definitely some skill in wreck avoidance as well, and I definitely saw you do a couple of sly moves there in those last two cautions, keep your truck intact, and that showed to be some podium-deserving talent this evening, and that really is what makes the difference here for you today. You always come out and you put the effort forth, and these runs that come out really good for you have to feel really good and feel like they pay off.
Oh, yeah. It's always good to be on the podium. I just need that first win.
And we have no doubt that you're going to get it. Looking forward up into the following truck season and cup seasons that are coming around. A lot of people definitely have you on their radar. So for this one and for this season here, who do you want to thank?
Green Mountain Grills and PTM Racing and all you guys for putting this thing on. It's awesome. It's always fun. Every season's fun.
That is amen to that. Nothing further needs to be said there, Sheldon. Thanks so much, and go enjoy your second place finish with your friends and family.
All right, thanks, guys.
And finally, the bronze medalist here today, Triple Trey Whitehead. Trey, another astounding effort for you as well. I know I keep using the phrase, but that's really what the whole finishing order came down to here. And a lot of hard battles for you, and you're able to get the bronze medal out of it.
Yeah, I mean, it was a fun race all night. Looking back at the last two finishes, I got second last week and third this week. And looking back on really this whole season is what could have been. I got myself in trouble early in the season and wasn't able to race here for a couple of months. And then I come back here and I get two podium finishes to end out the season. We had 4 wins at that time whenever all that went down. And it's just more motivation for next year, and I'm not going to be able to run Cup full-time, unfortunately, next season. So all my focus is definitely going to be on the truck series and see what we can do. But, the race itself was great racing all night. Obviously, I had that one boneheaded mistake, got into Garth. Glad we both had a fresh truck waiting for us on pit road, and we were both able to get back up to the front and have some good battles there at the end. And, it was just a really fun race, whether you were in the battles or at home watching on TV. So just a really fun race once again. I keep saying it, but, it was unbelievable tonight. It was so much fun.
Hey, the more times you say it, that means it's just that more true. And I think the viewers and drivers alike will see how much fun this race really was here when they view it. And, as you said, whether it doesn't matter if you're on the couch watching or in the seat, if you find it fun, that's what counts, man. Your third place finish definitely got to have you feeling pretty good as well. And, you're going to carry that momentum into the next truck series where I think we all expect you to be a player. So for that and for everything wrapping up this season, who do you want to thank, man?
Yeah, man, obviously Fort Logan Flooring on the car. They jumped on with me halfway through the last Cup season, and we've been showcasing them everywhere from official races to things like these leagues where the Cup Series and the Truck Series. Ryan does a fantastic job, with handling everything over there. And obviously Rep Sports and Raise Energy, use code Triple Trade with 2 Ys at repsports.com for 10% off your order. They jumped on with me a couple of months ago, and they've been pretty good partners with me as well. Obviously for the league, Green Mountain Grills and all the associated sponsors with Kevin Kasher and PTM Racing TV for just, broadcasting these races for friends and family to watch and for me to reflect on later on to use as film. So, it's just been a really fun season, and I can't wait to get it going next year.
I think you echo that sentiment from all of us, man. Thanks so much. Go enjoy your third place finish with your friends and family, my man.
Yep. Appreciate it.
That's about going to wrap it up here for us from the pit report after the Fast and Fun Truck Series season finale presented by Green Mountain Grills. Go get yourself a Green Mountain Grill. As Lorenzo said, they're the best grills in America, so why wouldn't you want one? Zanny Can out. Have a great night, everyone.
Thank you again to our good friend over the Zanny fan, Craig Jantic, for helping us out. And again, yes, thank you again to our good friends over at Green Mountain Grills and for helping us out with the season and everything you've done. Again, guys, check out their wood fire pellet grills. They're the best in the market and the best to get. You'll definitely not be disappointed with these things. These are the best you can get, product-wise and all. Check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And check out their website at greenmountaingrills.com to find your next product from them. Race fans, from all of us here at PTM Racing TV, thank you again for tuning in. Thank you again to the Fast and Fun Truck Series for an absolute phenomenal season. Once again, we cannot thank them enough for everything, and they will be moving over to the Monday Night Series, so expect that when it pops up. From all of us here, though, we will sign off for now until green flag gets flying next time on PTM Racing TV. Go enjoy the Daytona Speed Week, and please do subscribe over on YouTube. This race is over there now, so if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe now, guys, please and thank you. And we'll see you guys next time when the green flag flies here on PTM Racing TV.